The most powerful person in the room is the one who walks in and has a physical presence that is, it dictates leadership by just them being there. They have this energy about them, this something that just makes them stand out. And if you can harness that physical presence for yourself, then you end up being the alpha, the most important person in the room, the person that everyone looks at and thinks, who is that? That dictates a huge amount of success in not only life, but in business. Because when people see a leader, they just know. They know that you're the person that they can rely on if the situation gets hard. And I talk about that from being anywhere from the office, a warehouse, boardroom, emergency situation, or even like a physical threat situation. So how can you get this physical presence for yourself without being a roided up bodybuilder? Some of the simple things are your posture. When you walk in a room, are you slumped over and, low energy like this, or are you nice and tall, broad-chested, head up, looking ahead, confident, making eye contact with people? Do you have a physical energy, a vitality about you that people can just see that, oh, this person's someone special? Because that energy, that aura, that life force that surrounds you, again, dictates this thing that makes you stand out to everybody else. They talk about energy. You can feel it when the person walks in the room. And even if you're not really that tuned into that sort of thing, you still feel it, you notice it. You've got stuff like tone of voice. Are you softly spoken, or are you confident with the words you say? Are you careful with the words you use? Do you have the voice tone going up and down? Are you able to pause? Are you able to speak clearly in a way that makes people want to listen to you? All of these things help you to dictate a level of respect in the room before you even open your mouth. And that is massive in terms of a leader in, like I said, in business and in any other area of your life. Now, are you leading by example? If you can be somebody who leads by example, you don't have to say anything. People already just see who you are and what you do and how you carry yourself. And that speaks volumes in terms of confidence. They can see that physical presence. They can see that you are doing the thing. You might just be heading straight to the gym after work, or you might be coming straight from the gym. Maybe you cycle to work. Maybe you're doing something that people see that you have this commitment to excellence, commitment and dedication to your health and your fitness. People trust someone that they can rely on, and if you are fit and you are turning up and doing the hard work no matter what life throws at you, people know that they can rely on you. And that's a big deal, because people trust people who are disciplined. And when you have that level of discipline, it shows. And most people, they just don't have that. And they know that that's something that they may never get. So when they see that you have that thing, okay, yeah, I can rely on that person. Or at least I trust that person. I think that's the person who's going to be able to take charge in this situation. So energy is contagious too. If you come in with high energy, then that high energy is going to spread to the other people in the group. It's not just you bringing it in and it being all about you. It is you being able to lift the energy of the mood, lift the energy of the room, lift the mood, bring the vibes. That's something that I've worked really hard on in the last few years, to be able to bring the energy and bring the vibes. Because when you can do that Again, it's a respect thing. People see that, and it's not common. So can you be that person that comes in with the energy and just lifts the room up? It's like silent leadership. People know that that person is there and they can take charge and they can do whatever they need to do. The last thing you want is to have the leader be someone with low energy that's just dragging everyone down, making everyone else feel like crap, not feeling good enough. Because what happens then is the performance of everyone and everything goes down. And that's contagious as well. So can you bring the energy? If you don't have the energy yet, you need to find a way to be able to bring that energy up so that you can look after the team that you are leading. And then there's confidence through competence. Are you good enough that you can do all of these things? And everyone knows that they can rely on you to do that and do it well. Because if you can, that confidence spreads to everybody else in the organization, spreads to everybody in the room, spreads to everybody who is working with you. They know that they can rely on you. They know that they can trust you to do the job, whether anyone else can or not. Maybe somebody's having a bad day, maybe you're having a bad day, maybe they can just fill the gaps and be able to help you out with something like that. So think about it in terms of physical strength. If you are strong and people know that you are strong physically, a lot of the time they can see that discipline there, and then they kind of know that you're strong mentally, because discipline is a mental strength. It is something that is not common these days, but if you have that, then you can be that leader through the mental side as well. So carrying your physicality is a huge thing, and that's why your physical health is the number one thing that I work on with any of my clients. That's where we set the foundation. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be an elite athlete or a gym junkie or any of these things. It just means you have to be consistent. You have to keep showing up. I worked at a gym a number of years ago, and there were an older couple who would turn up every night. Didn't matter what day it was, they were there every day. They are in their 80s. They are both still very active. They are both still very social. They're just out there living their best life, and they are holding themselves to a higher standard than what most other people will. They're willing to keep showing up and doing the work where most people are just not prepared to. And that in turn is giving them a far better quality of life. I think that's really impressive, to have someone as an example, to think, all right, they have enough discipline to be able to keep showing up, not just day in, day out, but year in, year out, and they're still going. That is what leading by example is all about. That is some serious mental toughness. That's someone saying no to so many of the good things that could possibly be in their life in order to do something that is important for health and longevity. So, what about your mission? For me, I know that my mission is sharing what I know about all this stuff. But if you have a mission that is strong, if you have a mission, and that may be to lead people in your workplace, it may be to lead people in your sports team, it may be to be a leader in your community. Whatever it is, if you have that mission, you can generally use whatever strength and physicality that you have built to continue to lead, to continue to connect, to inspire, to show people what life could be like if they were willing to look after their health as a priority. Again, if you carry this health, you carry this fitness, you carry this consistency, this discipline, you carry this energy into your life in all of the different areas, and it makes people look. It makes people listen. You are more respected and you are more likely to have opportunities show up in your life because you're willing to show up. You're reliable. And when people can see that and feel that through your energy and your presence, you are in a very good spot. Now, if you need help and guidance with any of these things, there is a ton of free resources in my school community. Jump in there, grab them, and start working on yourself, working to be one of these leaders. Remember, set the foundation with your health and your fitness, and you'll be able to lead by example, lead by your presence, lead by your energy. We'll talk again soon.